What's up, guys? It's Ryan Norton's Gaming here, and today we're going to be ranking all of the Call of Duty games. So I've got a tier maker here, and we're just going to get straight into it. Really, no need to explain. It's very self-explanatory. So let's go. So coming in at the first COD is Call of Duty, the original game, and you know what? The original game, I'm actually going to say it's a pretty good game. The campaign on it, I mean, I know not many people have played it that are probably watching this, but it's actually a very good game. I enjoyed it very much. It was very difficult on veteran, but for the time it was good. It wasn't revolutionary or amazing, but it was good enough, and it was a very good campaign as a whole. Call of Duty 2, this was a really good game. I really enjoyed playing this one. I'd actually rank it. I'm genuinely serious, probably in fantastic. I mean, honestly, it was a really, really fun game. You have to play it to understand it. The campaign in this was so much better than the first game. I'm not saying the first one was bad, but it was a huge step up from Call of Duty 1. Call of Duty 3, however, it wasn't trash. It wasn't awful, but it's not the best game in the world, I'm afraid. It was a big downgrade from Call of Duty 2. This was Treyarch's first game, and obviously that must have been scary for the studio at the time, because if they produce this as the first COD, it's actually a big surprise this day we've got Treyarch. Obviously, we're extremely grateful we do, because they have some of the best CODs of all time, as you'll see in this list later. But yeah, really good game. Call of Duty 4. Now, Call of Duty 4 has to be the most impactful Call of Duty game of all time. I mean, without it, we wouldn't have some of the great Call of Duties or some of the worst Call of Duties, depending on the way you look at it. Without this game's existence, because this game did revolutionize the first person genre. It's an absolutely fantastic title, and I know I'm not going to put it in mid before you're wondering. I'm just thinking. I would probably put this game in fantastic. I won't say it's the greatest of all time, overall for me personally, but it's a fantastic game. It did really revolutionize the Call of Duty franchise, I'll admit that. Call of Duty World at War. Now, this is controversial because people are going to think I'm crazy for doing this, but I'd argue this is one of the best Call of Duties of all time. The campaign and the way they showed the horrors of World War II was incredible. No other Call of Duty has ever done a better job than World of War has. They showed the true horrors of war. The story was excellent. It was proper, like, realistic. You can't get any better than this. And the zombies, like, without the zombies it being implemented into this game, we have the Call of Duty Zombies mode we mostly love today. And it's unbelievable. And even the multiplayer was good fun. I even enjoyed it more than Modern Warfare 2. Speaking of Modern Warfare 2, I would probably have to also say that this game for me is fantastic, only because for me personally, it's going to sound a bit what's about more of a zombies person. So when Call of Duty have zombie modes, for the most part, I tend to rank them lower. I did really enjoy the multiplayer; it was absolutely amazing. The campaign was really good, but I did like Spec Ops; it was really good fun. But for me personally, I'd probably put on the top of fantastic though. If it was for me to order this personally, oh god, Call of Duty 2, man, I'd put it in this order. So I put Modern Warfare 2 at the top, Call of Duty 4 in the middle, and Call of Duty 2 at third place. All good games. Black Ops 1, yeah, it has to be done. It's going above World at War as well. One of the greatest Call of Duties of all time. The story was excellent. The multiplayer was excellent. The zombies was excellent. I mean, yeah, there was a few little hit and misses with with a couple of the zombie maps, maybe, and maybe a couple of the multiplayer maps. But overall, it was such a fun game. I think this is the Call of Duty game I played the most. Out of all the I played the most when it first came out. I just really enjoyed it. I was playing it when I was 10 years old, probably a bit too young, but it was a fantastic game. Modern Warfare 3. Now, Modern Warfare 3 was it was a good Call of Duty game. I won't say it was terrible. I won't say it was great either. It wasn't like amazing. I'd probably put this one in. I'm gonna say it's a great Call of Duty. I know it said it wasn't great, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's a good game, and it took many elements from Modern Warfare 2. Campaign was amazing. Multiplayer for the most part wasn't as good as Modern Warfare 2 because some of the maps weren't as brilliant. Special Ops wasn't as memorable either, so I'll probably put it in great for that as well. Great, Black Ops 2. I'm going to say Black Ops 2 is, again, above Black Ops 1, not by much. Oh, I don't like when it does that. It keeps being silly, but Black Ops 2 is going right up there. So going in this order, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, World at War. Black Ops 2 was you had to have been around in 2012 to understand how good this game actually was. It had some of the you just don't understand. The multiplayer on this game in particular was the smoothest, the most competitive. There was no stupid skill based matchmaking. Everyone was just having a blast in this game. Excellent zombies mode. Campaign was awesome, where you got choices to decide how you wanted to take the story. No one can argue that this game isn't good. It's an absolutely iconic game. Then, unfortunately, Call of Duty Ghosts was released, and I thought the campaign on this was terrible personally. People keep saying it's really good, but the ending was very bizarre for starters. It was just where Rourke clearly would have died in real life. He got shot in the chest in the water, and he would have drowned in real life. It was very unrealistic. It was just a very generic story. I hardly remember it either. I just remember the ending being absolutely abysmal. But for me personally, Call of Duty Ghosts, I'm really sorry. I won't say it's trash, but I'd probably say it's below Call of Duty 3 in the bad section. Right. Good old Advanced Warfare's next. Now, Advanced Warfare is an interesting one because I actually really enjoyed Advanced Warfare. I had a lot of fun with it, but there was a few issues, like it did introduce the supply drop system, and I absolutely despised that part of it. Like I had fun playing the multiplayer, but the supply drops did ruin it for me. Like people getting lots of advantages and and there was advantages and disadvantages as a result, and it was an absolute nightmare to deal with. To be quite honest with you, but for me personally, I'd probably put Call of Duty Advanced Warfare in mid. Because the campaign was alright and the multiplayer was fun to play, but the drawbacks were the zombies mode and the supply drop mode for this one. Black Ops 3. Hoo-hoo. Oh, well, that's Infinite Warfare, God no. Well, we're going to get to that, but Black Ops 3. I would probably put Black Ops 3 next to Black Ops between. I'm going to put it between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1. This is one of the greatest games of all time for me. The campaign was absolutely atrocious. And I know you guys might be thinking that's a bit of a what's it to put it right on the top. But the multiplayer was so good. It was like Advanced Warfare, but perfect. And the zombies mode, it's easily the best zombies mode of all time. People still playing it to this day, even on console. Like it's one of the most played Call of Duties of all time. It's still in the top 10 on some of the rankings. It's absolutely insane. The zombies community in particular, the custom maps on PC, it's just unbelievable that people still play this game. And it came out in 2015, with 2024, nearly 10 years old. That's something else. And yeah, right. Infinite Warfare. Now, Infinite Warfare is interesting. The campaign was fantastic, and I mean fantastic. Now, it's underrated because it's really buried in the dirt, and I do feel bad for the game for that. It's absolutely fantastic, and the zombies mode is very mixed because while Spaceland is absolutely excellent and amazing, there's a couple of other maps like Beast from Beyond and the radioactive thing that aren't so great for me personally, and the multiplayer isn't great either. So the zombies is sort of 50-50. Multiplayer is terrible. Campaign is excellent. I'm probably going to put it at the bottom of good for now, because it's not the worst game in the world. I won't say it's trash, but it's yeah, you get the picture. It's not a bad game. It's just a shame that the multiplayer was so dog crap. Right, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. This game was actually really well remastered, to be fair, but do you want to tell the one thing that does really ruin it for me? It does drag it down to at least a good. is the fact that they put supply drops in this game. I was fuming when they did this, and the fact that they had to release this just to make Infinite Warfare look good was worrying in itself. They should have left the game alone and never put any supply drops in there. It was a real shame when they did that, because I would have put it easily up here. But it's going probably it'll probably go to the top of good, but it could have been so much higher if they didn't implement that supply system. It really ruined the game. Call of Duty World War Two. Now, Call of Duty World War Two campaign was alright, but nowhere near as good as World at Wars. Multiplayer was. I didn't enjoy the multiplayer very much. The only thing I would say that was good about the multiplayer was probably the hub world, to be quite honest with you. That was pretty cool. I did enjoy that aspect. The zombies as a whole, apart from the odd map, was pretty bad. I'd probably say this game is probably going to go to the bottom of bad. It's a real shame. This could have been a lot better, because this was the game that they were this was the game that's trying to make the COD go back to boots on the ground where all else was failing, and it's a big shame that they really flopped on so many levels. The multiplayer was horrible. I hated the way it played. It was awful. And the story, it was just basically a World War Two. It was a Call of Duty World at War rip off, and worse. It was awful. Black Ops 4. I enjoyed the multiplayer mechanics on this game a lot. I thought they were very interesting. Where you had to heal yourself more, and you had to be more tactical and a slower time to kill. I did enjoy that. There was no campaign, so there's nothing to really talk about. And the zombies, to me personally, some of the maps were pretty good. We had 9, we had Ancient Evil. Was there any other map good? Classified's pretty good, I guess, but the maps were, the zombies mode was a bit too much. They put way too many features in it, to the point where it was a bit like, what's going on? And the ending to the Ether storyline was not the best, in my opinion. I'd probably put it in great, though, because I did have good fun with it. Probably put it at the top of great. I did have good fun with the multiplayer. It was very. I like the stance they took on that. It's a shame there was no campaign, and the zombies mode wasn't really given the love and attention it's deserved. And the reason I'm not ranking Blackout is because Blackout's actually part of the list, so this makes that a little bit more interesting. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This game had a really good campaign. The multiplayer was pretty good from the most part, but the Spec Ops was so bad. It was terrible. It didn't play well at all. So for those reasons, I won't say the multiplayer. The multiplayer was alright. The campaign was good. I'd probably put it above Infinite Warfare on the good scale for me personally. Cold War. Again, Cold War's campaign, I'd actually argue, is one of the better ones. So that's a good start. Multiplayer. Now, multiplayer for me on this game had a lot of issues. The weapon imbalance in this game was insane. Getting the camos could be extremely challenging off multiplayer and zombies. Zombies was a fresh new take, nowhere near as good as like Black Ops 3, for example. But I did enjoy it. I'd probably give it. I'm gonna put it above Modern Warfare and good, because for me it's not great, because the multiplayer was not good in my opinion. And actually, you know what? Changing my mind. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of great. It is a great game. It's just the multiplayer for me could have been a lot better. Vanguard, you guys hope me. I don't really know if you've watched my channel much, but straight in the trash. This game's awful. I mean, the multiplayer is awful. The campaign's awful. The zombies is a joke. Easily the worst Call. One. I think this is the worst Call of Duty game ever made. Or definitely one of them. I mean, unless I'm forgetting something, because it is bad. Really bad. Okay, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. What did they do? Campaign was meh. The What else was it? The multiplayer was awful, one of the worst. And I can't remember if there was a third. Oh, DMZ was okay. It wasn't a good game though, was it? I'd actually probably put it in bad. It's not good, is it? I'll probably put it between World War Two and modern World War Two and Ghosts because it's not a good game, is it? Like they ruined the whole multiplayer, man, and the campaign was mid at best. And I don't remember the DMZ was just all right, I guess. It didn't have anything special about it though. It was a bit mediocre. Modern Warfare 3 campaign terrible, one of the shortest of all time. Multiplayer is a lot better than Modern Warfare 2, I have to say. Zombies, for me personally, is a big disappointment. Um, it's not got a lot. It's the way they've updated the zombies mode has been terrible. I mean, I'm hoping that's because they're focusing on Gulf War, but overall, not the best game. I'd probably put it in mid. I think it's actually behind Advanced Warfare because at least Advanced Warfare had the balls to innovate. Modern Warfare 3 was literally a Modern Warfare 2 DLC. Right, I've played this game by the way. I've played most of these, I think, but this game here, to me, is one of the best Call of Duties. You have to play it. So this is the Chinese version of Call of Duty Online, and it is excellent. It's just what Call of Duty should be. It's got a mixture of everything. It's innovative in some ways, and it's amazing. Honest to God. Okay, then we've got Call of Duty Mobile. So Call of Duty Mobile is an interesting one. It's got the worst pay to win features and loot system of all time. I hate it, I'll be quite honest with you. But the gameplay is really well. It's got everything you want in a COD game. If they had something like this in console, this would be epic. It really would be. And it plays great, and I've had a lot of fun with it. It's a good thing to play when you're sort of about to go to bed. You want a couple of matches on your phone. It is really, really fun. I'd probably put it in fantastic above Call of Duty 2, actually. It is a really fun game. I won't say it's the greatest of all time because it does have a really annoying loot system. It's a shame they didn't incorporate zombies enough into it, but you know, that's what happens at the end of the day. Warzone Mobile. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I'm actually putting it in trash. And for me personally, I just don't think Warzone belongs on a mobile phone. It doesn't function for me. It just doesn't work. And for me, it was very laggy when I played it, and I just can't use phone controls and explore a big map on a mobile phone. You know what I mean? It's like playing Fortnite and PUBG on a phone. Just no, it doesn't work for me. Warzone, on the other hand, the original Warzone, I would probably put this. I'm gonna put it behind Cold War. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'll put it behind Cold War. Behind Cold War are great. Now, Warzone for me isn't really my thing anyway. I'm not a battle royale person, but it did play really well, and it was good fun. The Verdansk map was fantastic, but because Warzone for me personally isn't that my kind of game, I can't really put it above great. And obviously, people have different opinions. I know a lot of people probably put it great of all time or fantastic, but for me, it's a great mode. It is fun. It's fun to play with your mates. But I know for a fact that Warzone 2.0 is worse. For me personally, I didn't enjoy it anywhere near as much. I'd probably put it in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it in bad. And people are going to be surprised about this, but this game is so full of hackers. It is unbelievable. I'm genuinely being serious. The hacking is so bad that the game is unplayable for a lot of players, and it's a real shame that the anti-cheat system that they've introduced in this game doesn't function properly. It still has issues, and it's a really big shame. Really, really big shame. But let's just move on. Blackout. You know what? I think it's better than Warzone. I'd probably put it on fantastic. It's just a shame. This could have been one of the greatest battle royales of all time. This is one I did play quite a lot, but the map was better. I don't know about anyone else. I'm going to put it above Call of Duty 2. The map was so much better than the Warzone map as a whole for me personally. It had all the zombies maps. They had events going on with the zombies and stuff, and it was actually really good. But Activision made it pay. You had to pay for it as part of Black Ops 4. If they made this free, I'm telling you now, it'd done better than Warzone in terms of the way they were going with it was brilliant. Right, I've played this game as well. It's straight in trash. Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. I'm never going to go into it, but it is an awful game. It's not fun at all. Call of Duty. Oh, it's going into the zombie mode. This is the mobile version of Call of Duty World at War. They had a zombies thing, and it was actually quite fun. Played all right. Wasn't the best thing in the world. I had a lot of bugs. I'll admit that, but I'd probably put it. I'd probably put it in not that, but not that far. I'd probably put it above, actually, between Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare. It does play really well, and it was good. It was good fun. And it's a shame it's been taken down. Really, I thought Black Ops Zombies was better though, and I'd probably put that at the bottom of great. It was really, really good, honestly, and it's a shame they've both been taken down because you could. It was just a nice thing to do. You could sit on your phone play zombies like that was unheard of back in the day. Now you can emulate it and stuff on mobiles, but at the time it was brilliant. Call of Duty World at War, and I think this is the PS2 version of World at War, and I played every COD. I'm a right sad, aren't I? But I'm probably gonna put it in. I'm probably gonna put it in the bottom of bad. It wasn't great. It was like a half-assed version of World at War. A lot of the features are missing. I mean, it's a PS2 game. What can you expect? Right, then we have the call. I think this is. Oh, I've not played this game. I'm not too sure about this COD. So if I'm not sure about it, I thought I played every COD, but I've not. I've not played that one. I'm gonna put it in mid. I did play United Offensive though, and I'd probably put that in for what it was. Bottom of good. Played pretty well. Yeah, you can probably tell I can't remember these CODs too well. It's been a hot minute since I've last played these. Call of Duty Finest Hour. Again, didn't play it really, that one. Big Red one I did play, and it was Call of Duty 2, and that was good fun. So I'd probably put it. I put it in great because it was on PS2 also. This and a few of the features were missing from memory, but it was a good game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Reflex? I've never heard of this one. This is going straight in, man. I haven't got a clue what that is. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. This is the remastered where they brought out the campaign. I mean, it was a shame that it wasn't anything else. It was good. It was just a copy and paste of Modern Warfare 2, really. I'd probably put it in front of all these like mid. It was good. Just wasn't really great. Right, I remember this one. Awful game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I think this is declassified version. It was on I know it was on one of the Nintendo consoles, and that was also pretty bad. Same with this one. I'll be honest with you, all these games on this was terrible. Even Strike Team wasn't great. But yeah, I think I ranked these pretty well, to be quite honest with you, for what they are. They're not like all of these COD games. Some of them are amazing. I mean, I think all the Black Ops games deserve the spot. I think Treyarch's done a fantastic job. I mean, going from COD 3 to a bad game all the way to Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 1, and World at War. They are some of the best Call of Duties of all time. And it's almost like if you haven't played the games, you can't not say otherwise because they did play the best, and it's simple as that. And there's a reason we're getting remasters of like Black Ops 2, and I reckon we'll get a Black Ops 3 remaster at some point as well, particularly in the zombies department, because I think that's what the franchise needs, to be quite honest with you. I think people are getting tired of mediocre multiplayer and an overemphasis on Warzone and bad campaigns. We need a big refresh, and I almost feel like the refresh will be the remasters because I think with Call of Duty, when they keep making new games, they just try to add new ideas for nothing, and they don't end up playing well 90% of the time these days. I think they should stick to what they know, and remastering a game, I know they get a lot of sales, and it would bring the franchise out of a really bad hole that they're in the moment with Modern Warfare 3. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.